Shalom, shalom, akiyam. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. I would also like to give a double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. I would also like to say peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, starting with the 144,000 men of Israel, which consists of the servants, the prophets, whom have been ordained since the foundations of this earth to sing this new song, which comes in the form of this gospel, which would be preached throughout all four corners of this earth and rest upon the ears of the innumerable multitude, men, women, and children of Israel, who may be scattered throughout all four corners of this earth. It's just Bayan back again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And, if you are not aware of it yet, the regime over there in the White House at this current moment, all right, the regime, Donald Trump's regime, all right, which is obviously being controlled, by the global elite. Ultimately, they're in the process of removing the penny. As of next year, the penny will be no more. With the nickel to soon follow. And you can imagine, if you're tapped into the spirit, we can see the gradual transition, from paper, fiat, coined money, to this digital, technocracy, that these demons, desperately desire to transition over to. And one thing we understand about Esau, he operates through gradualism. All right, it's one of his approaches to bring change. He massages the minds of the people, to get them to slowly but surely bow down to his transition, whatever that may be. You see, and actually, matter of fact, when you get this word, I actually have it up. When you get this word, bear with me. When you get this word gradualism, right, it goes into what?
Gradualism.
A policy of gradual reform rather than sudden change or revolution, man. You see? And he stands by this mindset. And we've seen him operate like this for years, man. With various schemes he's pulled, utilizing gradualism. And it's honestly, it's part of his pseudoscience. It's part of his pseudoscience is what it is. It's falsehood. But needless to say, this man's planning on transitioning over, to a technologically advanced system that, money's digital. The city is going to become digital. They calling them C40. C40 cities is what the WEF, is codenamed these 15-minute cities, which are these technologically advanced cities, with everything within a 15-minute radius. Hey, you're digital in this new world that they're dreaming of. You see? And this is what they're slowly but surely, working towards. And this is this individual by the name of, I think, Dabu 7. And he could be controlled opposition. Or just an Edomite, fulfilling, what's that? It's Isaiah. Their tongues falling upon themselves, man. I think that's Psalms, as a matter of fact. They could be, you know what I mean? Because we know, that there's, 2 star witnesses in the form of the southern and northern kingdom. Beginning with the elect, Lord willing, we're part of that precious number, bringing forth evidence against Esau. Calling him out, on his ill dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit. And then you also have star witnesses, which would be which would be individuals of their own nation, these heathen nations as well, that do things like he's doing, bringing forth information regarding the movements of these damn demons. Okay, these upper echelons, man, making moves in the dark. So either way the cookie crumbles, this individual and everyone like him, he will be coined a conspiracy T. But ultimately it's just the works of the Lord fulfilling their own tongues falling upon themselves, man, in this individual's case. But matter of fact, let me get that precept real quick. I want to say that's is that I believe it's in here. It is the Wadi Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the book of Psalms, chapter 64. And I'm gonna start from verse 1. We'll jump down to the point. But let's start up top. Psalm 64 and 1, and it reads, a psalm of David, to the chief musician, the psalm of David. Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy. See, so even King David, our beloved king, warrior, prophet, understood that he had enemies, man. All right. So what's wrong with you 2/3 Jakes? All right, walking around here talking about God loves everybody, and leave it in the past. What happened with Esau and these other heathen? What's wrong with you? And here it is, you still at the bottom of the totem pole, looking crazy. Just to show you how sick our people are. But anyway, sticking to the point. Verse 2, Psalm 64 and 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked. All right, and this is talking to the global elite, that secret counsel. You see, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. You see, this is talking to the global elite, man, who's controlling this whole scenario we see on display with these various presidents that get put into office. Okay, what you see happening with the celebrities, we call it the celebrity machine. And what you seen at the Super Bowl, these commercials, it's all of the global elite, man, working on the minds of the people, man. You see? And this whole transition from, as far as removing the penny and the nickel and the rest of these coins, and ultimately the fiat currency in its entirety, it's of the upper global elite, man. They're making these decisions, man. You see, the decisions not being made in the White House. It's bigger than the White House, man. But anyways, jumping down to verse 8, right? So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And this is what you're seeing here, man. So whether this individual be controlled opposition or a conspiracy T, either way, it's working in the favor, of the elect. Lord willing, we're part of that precious number. But matter of fact, before I grab this clip, as a matter of fact, let me grab this clip. Let me grab this article first. I got an article. I want to grab this first through the Spirit. Let's grab this real quick. Right, this is from Fortune. And it's dated February 11th, 2025. The title reads, and this is going into politics and currency, right? The title reads, Donald Trump's penny proposal would eliminate 1 and 2 coins minted in the U.S., but nickels are the real villains. Now, again, we looked up the word gradualism, and this is the system that Esau operates under. All right? They pitch you a talking point, but at the end of the day, it's to bring forth a greater outcome that they're not speaking of. But anyways, let's get into this article a bit. Right? President Donald Trump says he's directed the Treasury to delete pennies, which have lost the U.S. mint money for decades. Bear with me. All right, here we go. As every penny costs 3.7 cents to produce. So look at the madness in that. So it costs so a penny is 1 cent? That's madness, man. That doesn't even make any sense. You see, but showing you the lack of prudence. All right, when it comes to Esau, he's losing it. He's been losing it. All right, after the 1950s, they started going way left. But anyways, nickels are even more wasteful, though costing 13 cents each to produce. And eliminating pennies would push up demand for 5-cent pieces. Check this out. Trump joins a long list of names who have tried to eliminate the penny, a list that includes Obama Treasury Secretary Jack Lew, comedian John Oliver, various members of Congress, and plenty of other developed nations that have successfully killed theirs. And again, this is working in the operation of gradualism. You see, the U.S. has lost money producing pennies for nearly 2 decades. We've stubbornly continued to issue out 1-cent pieces, even as our peer nations have let theirs fall by the wayside. Canada killed off its penny in 2012, while Australia and New Zealand stopped producing pennies in the early 1990s. But hey, those are just those other nations are just smoke screens, for the lack of a better word. The source is right here in Babylon. Okay, this is the talking point. You see, so when things happen here in Babylon, this is what transitions what goes forth throughout the vibrations of the planet. All right, being that this is the hammer. This is the hammer of the earth, man. All right, so and again, all that taking place in 2012 with Canada and Australia and New Zealand in the 1990s, that was all gradualism to get to this point. You see, because when Babylon transitions over to doing it, it's going somewhere now. You see, those are just smokescreen nations. But anyways, let's get a little more. The cost of producing a penny has ballooned over the past 2 decades for the last 19 years, according to the U.S. Mint. The nation has spent more to mint pennies than it receives back in face value. Currently, each penny costs about 3.69 cents to produce and distribute. Right? Last year, the U.S. lost $83 million they lost $83 million issuing over 3 billion pennies. With similar losses in 2023 and 22, the Mint also lost nearly 18 million on nickels, which, like pennies, cost more to make than they're worth. So you see the narrative, they're coming with, which is gonna be an excuse to why they need to transition on over to digital. And it's gonna be the same approach, towards the rest of the coins, ultimately to the dollar, and ultimately to the paper fiat currency in general. That's gonna be the talking point. Because as we already know, the $20 bill is no longer worth its weight. Paper money in general is no longer worth its weight in gold, man. They eliminated the gold standard. So this is an excuse they're going to be able to use for all the money. So we see where they're going with this thing. You see? Bear with me. So yeah, man, we see where they're going with this thing. Okay, and it's pretty much a process of elimination, man. All right. And this is heavy, man. This is a prophecy speaking. Prophecy speaking, Akiyam and Akwaf. This is a beautiful thing. And now we're in a time where this prophecy is moving so rapidly, man. It's to the point now where it's just like, it's hard to keep up, man. You can see this charagma's tailing World War III, man. Because things aren't transitioning over there in the East. That's it's only going to continuously increase in tensions over there. All right. U.S. and Russia relations is going to continue to deteriorate. Because the third war is going to come, man. That's the ticket home, man. That's going to bring on the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai and the deliverance of the elect. All right, and don't say we didn't warn you. Let's get this precept real quick. The book of, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. Right, and the 3rd verse, and it reads, "For the vision is yet for an appointed time." Right, the vision talking to what? The prophecies. Vision goes into an oracle. Okay, which is talking to the prophecy. So for the vision, the prophecy is yet for an appointed time. Okay, and what does it tell you in Ecclesiastes 3? All right, there's a time for everything under the heaven. You see? Matter of fact, let me go get that real quick. The book of Ecclesiastes 3:1. To everything is there a season and a time to every purpose under the sun, man. And that also goes for the prophecies, man. Okay? So there's an appointed season, there's an appointed time for each of these prophecies to come to fruition. All right? And the Lord uses tokens, all right, which are signs to show the beginning stages of these prophecies coming forth, springing forth. You just got to have that. You have to pay attention to detail. You got to have the spiritual eyesight. You got to have the spirit on you to be able to see it. You know, a lot of these people are walking around blindfolded, man. All right, even individuals that claim to be men of the Lord or believers, wearing fringes, but in reality they're not really watching. They don't have the foresight. They're still comfortable here in Babylon, settled on their lees. Mindset's not truly locked in. All right, to what's taking place right in front of their eyes, man. Let's continue on. But at the end, it shall speak, see, and not lie. And this is what we're witnessing. We're witnessing these prophecies speaking, man. And to a carnal individual, this is nothing. It's just something they'll shrug the shoulder at, wave their hand, bat the eye, and call it a day, man. Not realizing these are the beginning stages of a transition. Let's continue on. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. I said it will surely come. Why? Because it's prophecy. All right, which cannot be letted. Only, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's word is faithful and true. You see, the testimony, the spirit of our power, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. All right, the testimony of our Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy, man. There's no repenting from what's written. See? And the phone chimed in. There's no repenting from what's written, man. All right, the reality remains, man. And Esau is going to get scraped upon the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai, man. And we're seeing the build up to that return. Let's go ahead. This is a major part of prophecy, man. The Karagma. Because this is what this is going to bring on. This is what you people don't understand. Let's listen to this dude.
What's up, guys? D7 back at you again. And it looks like this time it's begun in terms of them doing away with all of our fiat currency. It's beginning. Trump is literally stopping the printing of pennies at this point because it costs too much to make. And I'm here to tell you, the nickel's the same way, and it's just gonna domino effect from here. This is the official beginning of them stopping printing our change as we know it, our currency here in America. The penny will be no more after this year. They'll still be in circulation, but they're gonna phase all this out. You're gonna see that this is part of a plan that I've been trying to tell you about and warn everybody about for years now. They're gonna convert this whole thing into a digital system.
Hold on, buddy. Hold on right there, buddy. Okay? The servants, the prophets, have been warning of this for years, man. You see? And there's a lot of individuals like this, like this man right here, that are actually in the truth. Okay, he's not in the truth, but there's individuals like this dude in the truth that do the same thing. They claim to have brought forth or have prophesied things that they've been taught. But they put themselves on a pedestal like they're them guys, like they're the ones that, received the vision, from the Lord, man. Trying to cancel out the leadership that has been set before us, man. And it's a damn shame that you got men with that mentality. But like this dude, Individuals like that, they're not gonna be successful at the end of this thing. You see? Because you're not coming in the right spirit. But you hear this dude. This dude's claiming that he's been warned. I mean, yeah, you may have been warned about it for years, but there's men that were warning about it before you. You see? And you could best believe he eavesdrops on the prophets. You better believe that. He be eavesdropping. The world is eavesdropping. Okay? Hey, what did the Lord say? The Lord said that he'll make us, we're going to be a spectacle before men. You see? So you know they're watching. They're not going to tell you that. You know, but there's a lot of individuals that, you know, watching and eavesdropping and, you know, taking what they want from the understanding and, you know, building up their own form of a doctrine. There's a lot of that going on. So yeah, hey, easy, buddy. There's men before you that have been bringing forth this understanding, and it's the true men of the Lord. Because what you talking, hey, that's prophecy, man. That's written in the text. And the funny thing about it is, I bet you this individual may not understand that. He could. You know, I know he be calling on JC. I've heard in other videos he's on that JC tip. But the understanding he has regarding Revelations 13, you better believe he heard it from the men of the Lord. You know, if he has the true understanding of it, which I wouldn't know. You know, but he's talking like he may know. But needless to say.
Okay, you call it what you want. They threw the people a bone with the whole executive order on a CBDC, for those not intelligent enough to see. With the other hand, they came through pushing Trump coin, Melania coin, World coin, and want to be the capital of the crypto universe, which is blockchain. And we've warned you about this through and through. All they got to do is tell people to download a wallet, and they're going to start getting all their stuff through digital dollars, is what's about to happen. And this is the beginning of the end. People are going to think it's cool to be able to pay for things with just a swipe of their phone, eventually their hand with a chip in it.
See, and that's why I said what I said. So he may have the understanding, you know, to a certain capacity. But there's a lot of individuals that know of the MOTB and with it being in your hand. But at the end of the day, your head or your hand, you know, the head being the Neuralink and the hand being the micro C hip. But the point I'm making is, you can know. You can be well aware, man. You can have a sound understanding, you know, regarding it. At the end of the day, if Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua doesn't prevent you from taking it, you're going to take it. You can't stop yourself from taking it. You know? And to prove that is the book of Revelation. We're going to go there right now. Let me go get that. And this shades always, see, he's always wearing these dark shades. That's what makes me suspect with him. You know? That's why I get the sensation of a sellout, like a controlled opposition. You know what I mean? My man always got them dark ass shades on, but that's how Esau rolls, though. But them, they got me. I got the red flag on them because of them shades, man. But needless to say, either way, you know, we know everything he's doing is playing in the favor of the elect. But needless to say, let's get this real quick. The book of Revelations, because I noticed, you know, over the years with individuals coming up to the can, you know, you bring forth this MOTB more times than none. You know, they say they won't take it, you know, but without the understanding that it's going to be of the Lord to determine that. This is the book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10, and it reads, because thou kept the word of my patience, man. And how you keep the word of the Lord's patience? You endure. See, you endure, man. You strive for the truth until the end. Hold on to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding you've received, the faith and the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, man. Don't faint in the time of trouble, man. You see that? Understanding that we have to be proven. You see? Let's continue on. I also will keep thee from the hour and temptation. See? So if we stay locked in, the Lord's gonna keep us, man. from the hour of temptation. And that hour of temptation consists of you having to make a decision, man. All right, you're going to bow down to the beast and join the system, all right? Or are you going to strive for the truth until death, man? All right, we're all going to have an hour of temptation, every single one of us. All right, everybody. You see, as it's going to tell us here, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth, man. See, this is the final test. This is the final test right here. You can liken it unto an exam. And if you haven't been studying, all right, if you haven't been taking notes, if you haven't been involved in lectures and, councils amongst the true teachers, if you haven't dialogued and, cleansed, yourself of, this filthy world through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you ain't passing that test. You're not going to pass that test, man. You see? If you're still in the position, where you think that you don't need a man as a woman, and as a man you don't need another man telling you how to move or how to correct yourself. You can't be reproved. You think you can just go to the source. You think you can just go into the scriptures and just figure everything out. You don't take to wise counsel. You don't respect your leadership. The men that the Lord sent. Okay? Guess what? You ain't gonna pass this test. Because as we read up, it says what? The Lord said, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. You see? So it's going to be the Yahweh Shai that keeps the elect from taking this thing, man. It's not called the hour of temptation. You're going to be being tempted. It's not going to be easy to deny it, to refuse it. You can imagine you're going to be in a dire strait, man, when you're offered this thing, man. This is why we have to be deeply rooted and grounded, and our foundation has to be of Yahweh Shai, man. All right, operating through the Spirit, staying meek and humble and contrite, and understanding that it's Yahweh Shai that's going to grant us the life. He's going to grant us the escape. He's going to give us the strength to deny this dude, man. So hey, we almost there, Akiyam and Akwaf. I mean, this is so close. You could taste it, man. Prophecy is speaking loud and clear, man. Loud and clear, man. But to a lot of people in the world, it's likened unto a parable. But as Yahweh Shai told his disciples, I want to say that's in was that Matthew 13? He said, blessed your eyes. Matter of fact, let me close out with that. I'm gonna start at verse 15. Verse 16 is the point. Matthew 13 and 16, it reads, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears are dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed. Right, and this is the spirit that Jake is in, 2/3 Jake. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, the 2/3 of you. This is the spirit you're in. Lest at any time they should see with their eyes and hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. This is red letter. You see? Showing you that spiritual conversion, all right, it's gonna heal you, man. All right, you're gonna know the truth, and the truth is gonna make you free in the mind. You see that? Which is gonna grant you access to qualify the hope for salvation, man. Verse 16, but blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. We understand, man. That's likened unto understanding. We see and we hear. We understand. The Wadi Al Shim Yao Shai for that, man. Hey, because what we're about to witness on this planet Earth is going to be something the Earth has never experienced, man. And we're going to need divine intervention to be able to escape. And we're seeing the build up to this dark day. You know, this is not a small thing, man. This is not a small thing. This is huge, man. This is huge right here, man. Hey, so we're gonna keep watching. All right, and we're gonna keep counting down the downfall of our 7th and final captivity, man. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, where I learned this 144% truth. Lord willing, you Akiyam and Akwaf were edified. Shalom.